What's good, YouTube? Good morning. So, as I've been telling you guys in the video, send your requests in, and if it's a topic, we'll talk about it. So the first one I got was from my boy Cinnamon. Cinnamon was good. You know who you are. Staying in your lane, right? Though, like, so what does he mean by staying in your lane? Meaning, if someone is having a conversation and you overhear something in the conversation, don't jump in it. Don't go back and tell someone what you heard. Or just stay in your lane. Like, yo, if we're talking to you, or if someone is talking to you, that's one thing. But if you're just walking through, you're an innocent bystander, you have no idea the context of the conversation, or whether the conversation is serious or a joke, just stay in your lane. Like, there is no reason for you to jump into something that has nothing to do with you. Or even if you think it has something to do with you, newsflash, just ask them about it. Whoa. But no, stay in your lane. And I promise you, if it's something that has to do with you, and if it's important enough, and if the people that are talking are genuine people, I promise you they're going to include you. I promise you that they'll bring it to your attention if it's something you need to know. Now, the topic that sparked this conversation, Cinnamon and I know what sparked this conversation. But just for people out there in the world, I'm sure you've had people who've jumped in the conversation, jumped into a situation who had no right to be there. Or you've had people jump in conversation, they think they should be there, and you're just like, nah, you shouldn't be there. Or they jump in and you're like, you should be here, and they're like, I think I jumped too quick. Very rare you have that last example of I think I jumped too quick. Most people jump in it. I know for me personally, if I jump into a situation, or a situation that not necessarily is mine to begin with, I evaluate the situation. A couple things. One, is this concerning someone that I love? Two, would this person that it's concerning want me to get involved for various reasons? Maybe they don't like confronting people. Maybe they're like, they just need someone else to say the exact same thing they just said, who's not involved. 3, am I going to bring harm, hurt, injury in a physical manner? Mentally, if I'm jumping into something, it's probably mentally going to harm you, so awkward. Is it going to physically hurt someone? I'm not going to jump into an altercation and fight you. Like, come on, YouTube. We're not playing that game. But is it something that will be beneficial for the person that you're defending? If you are hopping into something and it's not going to be beneficial for the person you're defending, probably shouldn't hop in it, to be really honest. But yeah, so it's like when it comes to it, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. If someone is talking to you, fine. If someone is talking about you, believe it or not, it kind of refers back to the freedom of speech video that I did. Even if someone is talking about you, it's not your place to jump in it if they're not talking to you, unfortunately, even though you want to really bad. But if it's situations that doesn't involve you, please stay in your lane. Please do me a favor. Do the people around you a favor. And they'll probably like you a little bit better too, because they know you're not nosy, you know? So it's like, or that you're not going to run and tell stuff, because that's a whole nother dilemma right there. Is if I say something around this person, who's going to know when it's all said and done? So it's just all practice. If we stay in our lanes, we won't have friction with people. We won't have these quote unquote accidents with people, since we're using analogy of staying in your lane. We won't have these accidents with people if we focus on driving our own car, which is our personal self, in the destination that we're trying to reach. So if we each drive our own self and stay in our own lane, we won't have any conflicts with other individuals. Now, don't get me wrong, there's just some people who are destined to, oh, cute little baby squirrel, who are destined to have issues, right? They're just destined for that. But if we each do our best to stay in our own lane and drive our own self to our own destination, we have less conflict with other people around us. So, YouTube, it's a morning video. Clearly, I'm not in work clothes of any variety. I'll start another video in a few minutes just to explain like why and what I'm doing today. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Stay fresh, be fresh. YouTube, I'm out.